When you decide to launch your short-term rental, you'll notice that your list of furnishing, of amenities, of kitchen supplies is just exhausting. And one of the things that really make or break your stay is, of course, the mattresses. People want a comfy place to sleep, but which mattress do you buy? That was a question when we were launching our first Airbnb that I had no idea. I asked other operators for their recommendations, and it seems like there were two that came back as the most popular. And then, of course, you can get lost on the rabbit hole of Amazon reviews. And you're like, which one do I get? So I bought both of them, put them in our Airbnb, and tested them so that you don't have to. So here is my video on the Amazon Vibe mattress versus the Zinus Green Tea mattress. Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh Baldovino, and I am a real estate investor, short-term rental operator, flipper. I don't know. There's just a few things that we've jumped into, but short-term rentals have recently become a really big passion of mine. And of course, I wanted to make sure that our guest rest and sleeping experience was top-notch. And I wanted to make sure that we invested in one would give us really good reviews that guests would rave about and that wouldn't break the bank. So the top two options, the Zinus Green Tea memory foam mattress and the Amazon Vibe mattress, came out as clear leaders in the space. We've been hosting on Airbnb for about 2 months, and already 3 of our first 5 reviews already mentioned how great the mattresses were. Vlad mentioned here, great place to stay, really cool vibe, thanks Vlad, and comfortable beds. That was a 5-star review. The next one, Greg, you're excellent host, oh, thank you. Great communication, yeah. Clean home with comfortable beds, okay. The next one, really long review, thanks Anna, and including the coziest beds. So clearly picking the right beds is very important. Before we dive into it, if you want to do your own due diligence, I've linked both of them down below so that you can go ahead and click and make a decision for yourself. All right, so there are 5 criteria that I really looked at real quick. First was how firm were they? Second was edge retention. Third was heat displacement. Fourth being their availability. And then fifth being their overall value. And then we picked a winner. And again, both of these mattresses are actually in our Airbnb. And I think what was really fun is on our first opening trip, we were able to sleep on both beds. One night we spent on one mattress and then we swapped rooms and then tried the other mattress. So both my business partner, Ash, and I got an opportunity to try out both beds. My wife has also now slept on both beds because, spoiler alert, we actually bought one of the beds for our apartment here in San Jose. So you'll get to know what our clear choice winner was at the end. Right, so we're comparing the two very common mattresses in Airbnbs. So this is the Amazon Vibe mattress, and the second is the Zinus Green Tea mattress. At first glance, you'll notice that they're both 12 inches, which is great, but the price is very different, right? This one is like $240 more than the Amazon one. So you can already get significant savings, but is it worth the $250 to splurge more on the Zinus? And I'd say that if you look at the reviews, that's actually the more mainstream option. So first was firmness. I wanted to make sure that when I laid down, I didn't sink into the bed and I didn't have any back support. So I do tend to like a slightly firmer mattress. You'll see here in a clip that I tested the firmness. Tonight I'm sleeping in this King Green Tea Zinus bed. A lot more. This is actually way more firm than I remember it to be. I think now that it's sat here for a second. But there's a plot factor here. Watch this. Ready for the plot factor? Oh! The blue Amazon Vibe. Ready for the plop test. So yes, I know that me jumping on the bed isn't maybe the best test, but hopefully you can maybe hear and see kind of the differences in terms of how firm the mattresses really are. In terms of firmness, I would say the green tea is definitely more firm, but maybe too firm for my own liking. I actually prefer the Amazon Vibes kind of moderate firmness versus extra firmness of the green tea. Okay, so the next one is edge retention. So I don't know if it's me, if I'm weird, but one of the things that I like to judge a mattress on is if I were to sit on the edge of the bed and maybe put on my socks. I don't know if I'm old enough yet to be like, oh man, but I guess I will be soon, right? Is can I actually sit on the bed? And here's a quick video of me testing both of those out. Doing things. It was like there's like an edge retention test. So like you were to like
it collapses.
sit on the edge of it.
Yeah.
See, I feel like you're more petite than me. Mine definitely sinks in a lot more.
I'm like, it's fine for me.
Yeah, no, mine. Yeah, let's sit on the other
I
one.
think the traditional mattresses usually have more edge support than your foam and all that.
Yeah. See, because this one. Oh no, actually, I sink in more on the vibe.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
I think it's
Yeah.
off the top.
Way more on this one. So I will say, maybe you could have guessed it, on the edge retention test, the Zinus green tea won that battle. Okay, the next one is heat retention. This is not one that I usually think about, but then I tried to do my due diligence and look at mattress reviews for you guys and also make something that was educated. And heat retention was actually a common factor that was looked at. So I thought, okay, hey, do I sleep hotter on one mattress than the other? And for this one, I would say that we're largely inconclusive. I would say we're coming from I have a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and I will say that both of these mattresses make me sleep slightly hotter than that Tempur-Pedic mattress. So I would say that these are both definitely on the maybe slightly warmer scale, but if you have a fan, a window, air conditioning, that can easily be offset. But I'd call this one a draw. The next one was availability. As you know, when you're opening up your short-term rental, being able to actually furnish your unit quickly is the utmost importance. And if you're waiting on a couch, a mattress, or some of these marquee items, that's going to delay your setup time. I want to make sure, hey, are these both readily available? Since we've been setting up a couple units now, I found that from just the last 6 months of us looking at availability periodically every other week or so, I found that the Zinus green tea mattress is out of stock more often than the Amazon Vibe. So for that case, I will give the Amazon Vibe the points on this one for availability. And the last one is just value, but I think you can just guess the winner based on slide 1 of the price, which is clearly the Amazon Vibe is $413 versus the Zinus being $650. I don't know. Is it worth $200 more? I could buy 3 of these or 2 of these, right? Can I buy 3 Amazon ones versus 2 Zinus ones? Dramatically increases or decreases my setup costs. For value, it's the Vibe. I think you can tell by now which one is our clear winner, which is definitely the Amazon Vibe mattress. That one was firm, but not too firm. I feel like I'm like the 3 little bears. It was obviously fit a great price point. It was available more often. And that ended up being the mattress. My wife then tried it out as well. And that ended up being the mattress that we agreed upon to actually buy as we were furnishing our own apartment. So I sleep on the Amazon Vibe every single night. And that's what we chose over versus the Zinus green tea. And yes, that is then coming from us having a queen Tempur-Pedic before that was $3,000. Is it significantly different? No, I would actually say that this one that we picked is more firm, is more comfortable, and I would much rather spend a few $100s on a mattress than $3,000. So that was my choice. I also have a short clip of our business partner Ash and her selection. What would you get for our next Airbnb?
Vibe seems to be like the happy medium, where it has the firmness, but then it has like the soft top. And then it also has the gel cooling, which I appreciate. I was really hot last night, but I don't know if it was because it was this side of the house.
That side is definitely more warm. So do I think that you have to splurge on a $2,000 Casper mattress, Purple, or some of those other brands? I definitely don't think so. Our first 3 out of 5 reviews, and this is us charging anywhere between $400 and $600 a night, have already complimented our mattresses. So we are definitely putting the Amazon Vibe in other units moving forward. I bought that for my own house, so that is the clear winner. Again, I will link both of these mattresses down below so that you can do your own due diligence. And if you want to test it out for yourself, then you can actually just book our Airbnb listing, and then maybe you can test them both out for yourselves without having to buy it. The last bonus tip I will give to you is just make sure that you spend 15, 20, 30 bucks on a mattress protector. I mean, I just don't want to deal with food stains, bodily fluids, etc. seeping through. So it's super easy to get a washable, waterproof mattress cover that you can swap out every 6 months to a year, whatever it may be. And that way it prevents any type of just this from happening on your units. So we have my choice, my wife's choice, Ash's choice, all being the Amazon Vibe. You clearly know what we picked. Curious to know if you've tried either. Let me know in the comments below if you like them, or what mattresses you consider for your short-term rentals. And that's it, you guys. Real short, to the point. If you found value in this, please subscribe. If you ever want to thank me, liking the video and subscribing actually helps the algorithm a lot, helps me a lot. And so that's one way that you can say thank you. Of course, also share this with anyone. If they're furnishing their Airbnb, or if you're working with them on doing that as well, share this with them. Lastly, if there's a specific product or short-term rental setup process you'd like me to review, please let me know in the comments below. Next up in the doc, I definitely want to talk about different channel managers, pricing software, technology in the unit, like your Minute, your Ring doorbell, your Roku TVs, all that good stuff. I'd love to just help you guys out on your setup, and also just learn a little bit more about what you guys are doing to optimize your units. Okay, lastly, if you guys made it this far, there's more videos linked in the description if you want to learn more about why our Airbnb took 5 months to launch, how much we spent launching it, and all of that good stuff is all linked below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.